Hi everybody, welcome back. You joined me now doing the left side of the fuselage. In the last video we were doing the right side of the tail cone, around the back window, up the canopy. Here we're doing the opposite, and then we will do the top front of the fuse and be done. So let's get in some news and stuff and some links. Update. I am going to Oshkosh in 3 weeks. As I said before, I will be at Oshkosh. However, one update is that I will not be flying this plane there. My co-pilot and I discussed it at length, and you know how when you get your license, people are always saying, oh great, you've now got a license to learn, right? You've just done 40 hours and you can fly. It kind of feels the same way with experimental aircraft, right? Just because you're done with your phase one doesn't mean that you should just go bounding off to Europe or wherever it's going to be. So the decision's been made, you know, Oshkosh will be there next year. Let's not have the get there-itis, and let's take our time and do this right. So won't be there this year with the plane, but next year she will absolutely be there. So sorry, it's a sad change, but we feel it is best for everyone's mental stability to try to stop pushing to fly this barely legal plane across the continental divide 10 hours, and you know, especially with two people that have never done it. So, but I will be there. Like all the other Oshkoshes, I don't know my exact schedule. I mean, I'm just going to everything, right? But what I can guarantee, just like every year, is that at 5 o'clock I will be over at the Tailwind Cafe over by the Home Builders Forums, also known as the Roxy, at 5 p.m. every single day. We will be there every day at 5 p.m. having a glass of wine and chatting about what we've seen. So feel free to join me there. That's the only place I know I will absolutely be all week. Okay, so next thing, there are some comments wanted to address, some good ones, all good things. Micro 151, that is the person who guessed it correctly about talking about the vinyl here. Says, looks to me like you were trying to make it look like a World War II Navy paint job. And he would be right. The Corsair and the Hellcat had the color scheme, if not more Navy aircraft. Micro 151, you are dead on. The version we are going for is a Hellcat Pacific tricolor sort of camo scheme. Now theirs was like blended together, right, from the dark blue to the lighter colors, etc. We don't really have time for that. There is no blend. We're just doing straight colors. Good guess, and I will show you that. So we've got one more video in the series after this. At the end of that video, we'll do a full walk around of the plane. You can see everything. It's pretty sweet. Someone was asking about the vinyl peeling back. So the vinyl does not peel back. I've got it right on the edge of the leading edges of like the horizontal stab and the wings. Trust me, it doesn't go anywhere. And I mentioned this last time, and I'd also talked about a pin. Here's the product that I bought, which is the 3M vinyl, basically adhesion pin. Right, just looks like a cardboard tube with a piece of foam stuck out of one end. And that's basically what it is. And you use it to apply extra adhesive that you want for sticking vinyl down in extremely, worn areas. And it works great. So like around the back of the window, dab that all the way around, or I should say smeared before, sealing the vinyl in place, and it looks great. All right, so now I'm working on the top of the cowling, which, let me tell you, oh man, what a pain in the ass. This is absolutely going to be redone. I should have never attempted to do this by myself. It is a two-person job, 100%. Plus, something else about these, right? So these cowls, right, all the fiberglass all comes gel-coated. Well, there are pinholes in that fiberglass. And you don't realize it until after you fly a pretty long way, and then the engine goes to cool down, and so air starts going up through these pinholes, causing little bubbles, right? Basically sort of like working with glass. Air gets in, gets trapped, and then it gets heated, and therefore it expands, and it causes these bubbles. fact, you know what? Here's a picture of them here, and they are a menace. If you're going to do the cowl in vinyl, I would highly suggest putting a skim coat of epoxy on the inside of the cowling to seal up any pinholes that you might have. Also, maybe even on the outside. Most of them have tempered down by now, but we'll see. So, all right, the next video, you're going to see a little bit of wing work, and then I'll show you the final product. Thank you for joining me, everyone. See you soon.